The young freshman for Washington State with 7 goals on the year. Make it 8. That's your game winner. Good night, everybody. The Cougars get the 2-1 win.
Pull that one off the line.
But finally, Maddie Harrow picks out Morgan Weaver for the equalizer.
Yeah, this is the first for Morgan Weaver on the night, but not the last. This kind of connection she was talking about helps that they're friends. Here's another one with who she's going to connect with. Another one of her BFFs, Elise Bennett, gets on the board. These two front runners are a force to be reckoned with this season. Watch out. The Cougars are
still more to come, and who provides it but Morgan Weaver.
This one goes out to her uncle. I'm sure he's proud. We all thought this one going wide, including Mackenzie Curry. Just can't quite get to it. And what a rocket that one is. From
Weaver still pressuring, and they take it away. And this is dangerous. Weaver inside the box, and it's a goal! The pressure leading to the Morgan Weaver score. Morgan Weaver setting this all up with her pressure. Look at this relentless hustle and the takeaway, making Cal's defense uncomfortable. Taking it away there and punching it home. Oh, taken away by Megan O'Neill. Johan Sousa, she goes for the open netter, and we have a tie game here in Pullman. A rare mistake by the Stanford defense. The first goal they've given up in 7 games. Coming off the foot of Morgan Weaver on the hustle play.
Early on for either of these teams, but it was Washington State in the second half. They hadn't possessed the ball very much, JB, until Morgan Weaver got on the end of the one, as they had a great counter against UCLA. Cut back by Weaver, pulls it across, sends it to the opposite post, gets it past Lauren Brisky of UCLA.
That was in the 60th.
To Weaver.
That's a touch.
Velcro on her shoes on that one, and she puts a shot at the goal, and it is a score. Oh, mistake here by Ruelas, and she can't get back to that, and you know who's there. Morgan Weaver once again. Right place, right time, and a huge smile after that one.
Morgan Weaver, she's got pace, she's got speed, and she knows how to score goals.
Ruelas making a decision, coming off her line, and Morgan Weaver with her 3rd goal of the game.
The number 6, she's going down in the Cougars history books for being one of the best strikers they have ever.
Second pick in the first round of the 2020 NWSL College Draft, the Portland Thorns select Morgan Weaver from Washington State. Orlando Pride, you are now on the clock.
Last fall for Rodriguez. Rodriguez cuts this across! Portland scores! Weaver! The number 8 seed, without a win in the preliminary round, grabbed the advantage in the 68th. And some legs into the wide area. This ball cracked across, lifted up by Haran. Thailand. Portland pushing forward. Slid across, Haran, beautiful. 1 goal in the Challenge Cup. They've got 3 through 2 games in the fall series. This goes back, Weaver setting up Smith. Smith turns. Parsons went to the ID camp back at the tail end of 2019 that the women's national team put together. Smith and Weaver were both called by Vlatko Ananovsky. Parsons went not really to see how they played on the field. He had a decent grip of that, was also a College Cup. But rather who they hung around with, how they conducted themselves in a national team camp. Are they as special off the field as they are on? And he came away convinced if we're able to pull off the right moves to be able to move up, those are 2 players that could change our dynamic moving forward. Yeah. Weaver again, looking for the exclamation point. How about Weaver again? Weaver slices across.
Just be patient.
And when you do get your moment, Weaver, cut back, look, here heads the attack. Charlie racing behind, Weaver racing ahead. Weaver, it's Weaver! Area and certainly up top. All the while, Morgan Weaver. Smith backs into goal. Weaver with strength, and the nutmeg, and a foul.
Trying to play this in behind. Once again, it's Morgan Weaver in on goal. Weaver in! Portland scores! Breaks the deadlock! Morgan Weaver scores the goal!
This time it's Morgan Weaver just getting on the inside shoulder of Casey Kruger. That ball spins into her path, and she does well to take it. First time, a couple touches to get herself free, almost cuts down her own angle, but gets around it enough to be able to slot it into that far post. Nothing that Cassie Miller can do in the end. Really good take by the second. Ball in from Celeste Bourret. And Weaver doing well to get on that inside shoulder of Casey Kruger. A few touches to set herself up.
Morgan Weaver into the match for Portland. Marissa, you've got more.
Portland head coach Mark Parsons said Morgan Weaver is an incredible student of the game. She's known on the team for asking an abundance of questions. She is always trying to learn, and Parsons likened her style to preparing for a test. She studies, she takes in accounts from other players, and then in game, he said this is the most important part. She's not afraid to apply what she's learned. She's brave in her actions, and if they don't work out, she always goes back and tries to make it better next time.
Finds Dunn. Weaver just outside the area. Morgan Weaver's shot not on target. Good composure though.
And good positioning from Crystal Dunn, and good ball into Weaver. That feels like it's almost too much for them to be able to get themselves back in the game.
Weaver.
Just putting the goal for them to work their way out of that, especially with, as I mentioned, the commitment for the Thorns to get behind the ball.
On cue, Dunn saw Weaver making a run. Haran coming into the box. Who blocked? Weaver trying to outrun everybody, but can't go through him. Weaver from Dunn, the shot! Another gorgeous setup. You can see Dunn looking up and seeing exactly where she wants Weaver to go.
And it's a quick little combination play between Crystal and Dunn and Haran to be able to set Weaver up, and then the vision and the pace of this pass into the path of Weaver. She does get a little help on this ball as Celia does help with the deflection.
Looking to whip this in behind. Weaver centering pass is Klingenberg. Weaver. Sinclair slips this in, and Weaver now in transition. Morgan Weaver, one-on-one with Freeman. Weaver to the right side. Freeman goes to ground. Well done.
It's been put into the match.
Weaver. Sinclair. Oh, Heritage!
The match, it's heritage for Gotham. She has absolutely kept Gotham alive in this.
Ahead for Weaver. Morgan Weaver back for Sinclair. Christine Sinclair now for Weaver. Dunn. Ahead for Weaver. Her cross towards the penalty spot. Setting this for Haran.
Time again, we've seen this Portland attack. It doesn't matter whether it's the starters or players coming off the bench. Morgan Weaver has been class since she's come into this match. Down this left-hand side, driving at the back four, finding Christine Sinclair in those dangerous pockets.
Up on this left side again. One more chance.
They win it on penalty kicks after a 1-1 draw after 90 minutes.